We are just 2 weeks away from the biggest event of the summer, and we are live from Austin, Texas for Monday Night Raw. And it appears that we are kicking off this week's episode of Raw with the General Manager, the King of Kings, the Game, Triple H. And it was last week where Shane McMahon left Triple H absolutely fuming. Braun Strowman attacking James Ellsworth, attacking your boy once again, trying to inflict damage on an already beat up James Ellsworth after Ellsworth scored a pinfall victory over the Monster Among Men a couple of weeks ago, embarrassing Braun Strowman and also Triple H. That went down. Strowman was not happy. He ripped apart my announce table. And when Braun Strowman seemingly looked like he was about to make Ellsworth meet his demise, Shane McMahon appeared and attacked Braun Strowman, launching him off of the stage. Yes, Strowman crashing to the floor, but Shane McMahon wasn't done. Risking his own body, Shane McMahon jumped from the stage and went crashing through the Monster Among Men. Embarrassment once again for the General Manager, and Triple H responded with this by issuing an open invitation for Shane McMahon to be here tonight. So will Shane McMahon accept that offer? Is it really best for business? Well, I guess we are about to find out. It is game time here on Raw. So the invitation remains, and the invite has been extended to next week. But will Shane McMahon turn up? And if he does turn up, will he accept the challenge, which has now been confirmed to me that if he does accept, it will be no holds barred, face to face with the Monster Among Men, Braun Strowman. Wow. Does the former SmackDown Live commissioner have the minerals to accept this challenge? We will find out next week. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Monday Night Raw. And we are all set for our first contest of the evening as the Viper, Randy Orton, is set for singles action as he prepares for Big Cass at the kickoff show for SummerSlam. But Randy's opponent tonight is a very different one, because at SummerSlam he will face a 7-foot-tall giant of the future with Big Cass. Tonight, Randy Orton faces an eater of worlds in Bray Wyatt. Yes, it is Orton versus Wyatt. Both men have huge matches at SummerSlam. Bray Wyatt will take on the phenomenal AJ Styles. Wyatt focused on the phenomenal one, with him taking objection to AJ Styles' acknowledgement of the WWE Universe. So who will have momentum going into SummerSlam? Will it be the Viper Randy Orton, or will it be this man? As the lights go out here in Austin, Texas, and the Fireflies descend, it can only mean one thing: that Bray Wyatt is making his way to the ring. And the issue that Bray Wyatt has with AJ Styles is quite the bizarre one, because AJ Styles, after WWE Battleground, acknowledged the support that he had been given from the fans. And in doing so, AJ Styles said it doesn't matter which brand you supported. Now it's all said and done, AJ Styles is here on Raw, and he now is here to focus and do what he can for the WWE Universe. He wants to make the WWE Universe proud of the phenomenal one. And Bray Wyatt has taken offense to this. He feels that AJ Styles has compromised his beliefs by trying to pander to the WWE Universe. And week after week, Bray Wyatt has made his presence felt by attacking AJ with a sister Abigail. But tonight, Bray Wyatt will have to be careful, because he may be the master of the mind games, but he faces the master of the RKO. We are all set here for our first matchup of the evening. Crowd on their feet. Randy Orton looks focused and Bray Wyatt looks ready, and the referee signals for the bell to get our opening contest underway, and Bray Wyatt comes out the corner aggressively and walks into a European uppercut from the Viper, and Randy Orton is ready to go toe to toe with Bray Wyatt, and Wyatt replies with an elbow. Oh, and dumps Randy Orton on the back of his neck. A lot to gain from this match here this evening. Both men know that they have huge matches at SummerSlam, and both will not want to enter with a loss. As Bray Wyatt aggressively punches Randy Orton, and Randy Orton this time finds a way out. A great reversal from the Viper. And Orton drives the knee into the side of the head of the Eater of Worlds. It looks like he's going to go for it again, yes. It was so good once, he had to do it again. And Orton delivers an elbow to Bray Wyatt, picking up the Eater of Worlds and a European uppercut. And that made Bray Wyatt stumble against the ropes. And Orton takes up Bray Wyatt and dumps him over the top rope. And you can hear the crowd here in Austin. They want to see an RKO, and it can happen out of nowhere. Just ask Big Cass. Big Cass hit with an RKO at WWE Battleground. Big Cass hit with an RKO when he faced AJ Styles. Randy Orton can hit it out of nowhere. But you could say the same for his opponent here tonight, Bray Wyatt, who also can attack from seemingly out of nothing. We have seen Bray Wyatt in recent weeks. A pin here. 1, 2. And Orton kicks out at 2. But we have seen Bray Wyatt in recent weeks appear with that creepy spider-like stance. And then hit a Sister Abigail. So, is it going to be the RKO? Is it going to be the Sister Abigail as Bray Wyatt kicks out at 2? Kick to the back from Randy Orton. And picks up Bray Wyatt. And again the crowd getting behind Randy Orton here tonight. A firm fan favourite is the Viper. And Orton takes up Bray Wyatt in an awkward position. And driving the back down. And a pin. 1, 2. Just a 2 count for Randy Orton. Getting closer. And I'm sure that Big Cass will be watching this one along with AJ Styles. Both men want to get a good look at their opponents going into SummerSlam. And the crowd again, the Randy chants from the fans. And look at the strength of Randy Orton snapping the neck down. Pin again. 1, 2. And Bray Wyatt gets the shoulder up. But Orton wearing down Bray Wyatt. And each pin that Randy Orton forces only makes Bray Wyatt spend more energy. As Wyatt heads over the top rope. And Randy Orton looking to try and take the action to the outside. But Bray Wyatt is having none of it. Wyatt back in the ring. And a gut-wrench suplex. And a small section of the fans here in Austin chanting, "Bray's going to kill you." Only a small section. The majority of fans here tonight, here for Randy. A rake to the eye. A rake to the eye. That was a cheap shot from Bray Wyatt. Scoops up Randy and slams him down against the rope. And we are just 2 weeks away from the biggest event of the summer, SummerSlam, as Bray Wyatt drives the knee into the gut of the Viper, and that could crack a rib. What condition will both of these men be in by the time they get to SummerSlam? And Bray Wyatt slams down Randy Orton. This could be all. 1, 2, and Orton just about gets the shoulder up. And the momentum has swung in favour of Bray Wyatt. Oh, look at that, a chop to the throat. And Randy Orton stumbles back, but Bray Wyatt keeps the offense going. Referee has to get out the way, and wow, that was a high, very aggressive maneuver from Bray Wyatt. And now I think that Wyatt is looking to put this one to bed and put Randy Orton to rest. Oh, these two now exchanging. Orton fights back. I thought Bray Wyatt was looking for the Sister Abigail, but instead gets taken down with the DDT. Randy Orton fought off Bray Wyatt when seemingly it was all but over, and now Orton looking for the RKO. RKO! Wait a minute. Oh, come on. What is Big Cass doing out here? And Cass making his way down to the ring, and Orton, no. Oh, no. Sister Abigail, Big Cass with the distraction. 1, 2, 3, and Bray Wyatt picks up the victory. But Randy Orton had this match all but won. Here you see it. Cass distracting Randy Orton after the RKO. And it was inevitable. A Sister Abigail giving Wyatt the victory. Bray Wyatt victorious thanks to Big Cass. Not exactly a fair victory, but oh, Wyatt looking at this crowd and now abusing the WWE Universe once again, showing his hatred, and oh, there's AJ Styles, phenomenal forearm! Well, you insult the WWE Universe, Bray Wyatt. You insult the phenomenal AJ Styles. And it will be Styles versus Wyatt at SummerSlam. After the insults, after the attacks, AJ Styles responds to Bray Wyatt with a phenomenal forearm. After last week's statement on the women's division, Nia Jax takes on one of the women that she hit with a Samoan drop. Next week on Raw, it will be Nia Jax versus Nikki Bella, and the winner will go on to face Bayley for the Women's Championship at SummerSlam. And it is official. In the final episode of Raw before SummerSlam, the WWE Undisputed Champion, the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar, and his advocate Paul Heyman will be in the same ring as his challenger, the Great One, The Rock. Brock and Rock face to face next week. Welcome back to Monday Night Raw as the bizarre one, Goldust, makes his way to the ring for our second matchup here of the evening. Goldust looking to try and get back on winning ways, and a shift in the persona, in the attitude of Goldust as well recently has been noted backstage. Hasn't been the friendly Goldust we all know and love. Goldust not exactly appreciating the other superstars here, feeling that he hasn't had his fair run of things in recent months. That could be the case. However, Goldust gets a chance and an opportunity tonight here in his hometown where he was born, in Austin, Texas, and he goes up against the number one contender for the Intercontinental Championship, Seth Rollins. And Seth Rollins receiving a great reaction from the fans here in Austin, but it will be interesting to see how that plans out during the course of this match, because Goldust was actually born here in Austin. That's right, Dustin Reynolds, aka Goldust, was born right here. You may not have thought so from the reception that he received on the way to the ring. I'm very interested to see how this plays out. Rollins being cheered on the way to the ring, and it is the number one contender for the Intercontinental Championship, which is held by Bobby Roode. Seth Rollins up in action next here tonight against the bizarre one in Goldust. Seth Rollins set for action and looking to build upon the momentum which he gained to become the number one contender for the Intercontinental Championship. He did so by winning that 6-man over-the-top rope battle royal, knocking off the likes of Dean Ambrose, the Perfect 10, Ty Dillinger, and many, many more. And the referee signals for the bell to get this contest underway, and Goldust letting it be known that he is in his hometown here, but Seth Rollins Really doesn't care about that. Rollins going about his business, and a forearm puts down the Bizarre One. Rollins went for the punch reversal from Goldust, and now Goldust completing what he was trying to say, but also delivering a neck breaker to the Architect. And now forcing back Seth Rollins into the corner. And Rollins looking to keep this good run going, and hopefully it ends with Intercontinental Championship success. But he has to get past Goldust first, and a 1 count early. You cannot take Goldust lightly, and Seth Rollins knows that. I'm sure he does. And Rollins now back in control. Rolls over Goldust to the middle of the ring, making sure that Goldust cannot get to the ropes. And he will have to do that with Bobby Roode, because if you recall back at WWE Battleground, the reason why Bobby Roode has the Intercontinental Championship back in his possession is because of the ropes. Bobby Roode got his foot on the rope, even though the referee counted the 3. And at that point in time, at Battleground, we thought that the Intercontinental Championship and the United States Championship were merged by Shinsuke Nakamura. Triple H, the night after, reversed that decision, giving the Intercontinental Championship back to Bobby Roode. And that has brought us to where we are today, with Seth Rollins challenging Bobby Roode for the Intercontinental Championship. It's been a complicated road. What is going on with Shinsuke Nakamura and Roman Reigns? Roman Reigns getting a good look and putting some tweets out regarding that maybe he's feeling hungry for championship gold. But what championship is he talking about? Make sure you check out the recent tweets in Universe Mode. There's a video on my channel right now. And Goldust trying to crank up the pressure on Seth Rollins, but Rollins finds a way out, finds an escape and snaps over Goldust. And the fans have been pretty level here. I thought they would play a part, but you can hear a little bit that the fans are getting on the case now of Rollins, but Rollins snaps over, pays no attention to it. Very focused is Seth, and he heads up to the top for a high risk maneuver, and he calls up Goldust, calling the Bizarre One to his feet, and a missile drop kick perfectly executed by Seth Rollins. Pinfall. 1, 2, and Goldust gets the shoulder up, and Rollins questions the ref, but it was 2. It was only 2. Again, you can hear that slight boo from the fans here in Austin, and Goldust replies with a punch of his own, and now takes up Rollins with a suplex and dumps down Seth on his back, and a stiff kick to follow it up. Can Goldust shatter the dreams of Seth Rollins here tonight? Oh, reversal from Seth, and that was beautiful, the way he reversed the DDT. But this is what I was talking about. Goldust chants from the fans, and Rollins will have to ignore this. The fans here in Austin rooting now for the hometown boy, and oh! Kick to the back of the net by Seth, unfazed by it. And Seth Rollins now takes over Goldust, and right on the jaw, right on the money. And again the crowd getting behind Goldust, but it could be too little, too late, as Rollins hits the high knee. 1, 2, 3, and Seth Rollins puts away a very, very, very bizarre reaction from the crowd. but I guess when you are in someone's hometown, that's the reaction that you expect. Nevertheless, Seth Rollins victorious here tonight in Austin, Texas, and now can focus on challenging Bobby Roode at SummerSlam. And speaking of the glorious Intercontinental Champion, there he is, championship in hand, getting a good look at his opponent. Look at this stare down. Bobby Roode versus Seth Rollins for the Intercontinental Championship at SummerSlam. And yes, it is official. Rollins won that Elimination Battle Royal to get the shot, and Bobby Roode, the glorious Intercontinental Champion, refusing to merge the championships by having a rematch with Shinsuke Nakamura, which has brought this opportunity about. So at SummerSlam, Bobby Roode defends his Intercontinental Championship against the Architect, Seth Rollins. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Monday Night Raw for our final segment of the evening, and we are being joined by the franchise, John Cena, and a polarizing reaction from this crowd here tonight. Cheers and boos. It's been a weird one here in Austin, and John Cena is experiencing it. But it's always the way when John Cena is around and Cena makes his way to the ring. And it's been interesting because we have seen another superstar wear the colours that John Cena represents. And that man has been Big Cass, and John Cena is fully aware of it. Oh no, it is Cassius Ohno and John Cena laying the verbal smackdown. No one talks the game quite like John Cena, but he always backs it up. But again, you see Cassius Ohno mocking John Cena with the Respect Earn It shirt and hat. Cena does not look impressed. But you do have to be impressed with the attributes that Cassius Ohno brings here to Monday Night Raw. And he has certainly got the attention of the franchise player. Oh, it's getting heated here. Face to face, eyeball to eyeball. Cassius Ohno running his mouth, and oh, he tried to get a cheap shot on John Cena, and Cena replies, and there goes Cassius Ohno. Oh no, for oh no. and he will have to earn that respect at SummerSlam. John Cena, the franchise player, goes one-on-one with Cassius Ohno in the biggest event of the summer. It will happen at SummerSlam.